class in East?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm definitely not in the class.
Cool. So, thank y'all for coming to help us out. We're just going to be asking y'all some questions. Shouldn't take that long. My name's Corey. I'm going to be conducting this. In the back, you have the people that are going to be taking notes: Blaine, Bennett, Travis, and Ashley. So basically, we're going to be recording this like you see. Does anybody have a problem with that? All signed your consent forms. Everything should be good to go. Okay, so first of all, let's go around. Just say your name and how many hours, or if less than that, of TV do you watch every day on average?
I'm Connor. 2, maybe? 2, 3. We'll say 3.
3? Okay.
I'm Bobby. It's probably about 3 to 4.
David, 3 to 4.
Merritt, I'd say 3 to 4.
My name is Clark. I'd say probably around 3.
Okay. What kind of stuff do y'all watch and why? If you don't mind me asking.
We'll go this way then. I'll start.
Yeah, go for it.
I watch my Sports Center just in the morning before I go to work, and then I like History Channel, kind of nerdy, but History Channel, Discovery Channel, stuff like that.
I watch a lot of stuff on Netflix. I watch a bunch of murder mysteries, and a bunch of comedy. I just sort of change it up every once in a while, but once I get into a series, I pretty much hit it hard. I just got finished with the BoJack Horseman, so there we go.
David, I watch ESPN, and that's about it.
I usually watch the Ranger game. That's usually about it. So, that and baseball tonight, so.
You can basically hang it up after that anyways. After the Rangers.
Yeah, basically, it's time to go to bed and get up for work in the morning, so.
Alright.
I'm ashamed to admit I watch a lot of Bravo. And yeah.
So what draws y'all to those particular programs and channels and whatnot? What's so appealing about those to y'all that makes you want to watch them?
I think a lot of it just habit for me. It's every time I turn my TV on, well, when I turn it off, it's on Sports Center, so I turn it always on Sports Center, so it's just kind of natural. And then there's a couple shows that I'll try to follow weekly, but other than that, just kind of habit.
Okay.
Actually, you saw an advertisement for BoJack Horseman like a year ago or so in Rolling Stone, and then I saw it on Netflix and I started season 1 of it. So it was straight advertising for me with that show. But
I watch sports. I have a lot of fantasy leagues, so I just keep up with that stuff all the time.
I usually just watch the Rangers because they're about to start when I'm usually about an hour before I get off work, and so it's a de-stressor / stressor. And then I just watch baseball night and fall asleep. So it's just how I end my day, I guess.
I guess mine's kind of out of habit, but I usually just put it on for noise in the background when I do other things. So it doesn't require a lot of attention.
So how often do y'all pay attention to the commercials?
If I can, I fast forward through them.
Alright. So do any stand out in particular right now to y'all? At all?
I usually pay attention to the truck commercials because I'm looking for a new truck, but that's about it. I mean, otherwise I usually just drown it out or go get another drink or something like that during commercials.
So what kind of truck commercials stand out to you that you could think of right now?
Chevy and Dodge. Just because it seems like right now I think they're offering more money to give me for a truck, so.
Right.
So what you pay attention to with regards to commercials is purely based on your needs, like your immediate need. Otherwise, you won't really pay attention to it.
No, usually I just get up and go get another drink or go get some food.
So with that being said, is there anything y'all enjoy? Like anything you look for in the commercials that would make you not fast forward one, for instance?
Comedy. There's like this toilet paper commercial. I don't know if y'all seen it, and it's like this Sir Froggy one, and I don't know. It's like he watches everyone use his bathroom, and it's like a toilet paper holder. I don't know. Have you seen it? Yeah. And my family actually told me about that, so I didn't fast forward through that one. It's pretty funny. So.
I haven't seen that one personally. But I think, like, anytime there's like a catchy song or something, like, sometimes I look towards the TV. That's the only time I'm really locked in.
For me, it's around the Super Bowl, like whenever the pre-Super Bowl commercials start coming out, and then that one about the boy in his dad with the paper airplanes.
That's a good one.
I think I agree with the comedy, just because I like fun.
So we can agree that comedy is the best way to grab your attention for the commercials. Okay, fair enough. So now we're going to show you all some commercials and get your feedback on them. We're just going to show them all at once. I mean, not at the same time, but one after another.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless you want to do something different.
No, that works for me.
Can everyone see? So, do you think stand out about that one?
The music is pretty catchy.
I was tapping my foot.
It made you pay attention.
What about it made you pay attention?
I guess just like the almost like urgency to pay attention, just how upbeat it was. I don't know if I heard that on the TV, I'd probably look, especially since there's no words, because sometimes whenever there are words in commercial, it just drones on and you don't pay attention. But sometimes if you don't hear words and it's music or something, I'll pay attention more. But I don't know, that's just me.
Overwhelming in a bad way.
I mean, yeah, rather than just focusing on one song, they put all of its features. So some people could take those maybe.
You were more drawn to the visuals than anything else? Or you weren't?
No, yeah, I mean, I'd rather just did one deal.
Yeah. Okay.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit, but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say? You can quit. For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
I didn't like that. I don't know, I don't like to be like scared of something.
Do you think it was affected?
I don't know. I mean, I don't smoke regularly, so I don't think that it's something that affects me.
I always skip through those commercials with if I'm watching TV and my mom's on, I'm like, nope, don't need a lecture. I don't need a lecture. I'm going to change the channel real quick.
Today in Texas. Texas, another high school band starts the trip home and stops at the Dairy Queen. Right now, each hungry musician can march through a quarter-pound Hunger Buster, golden fries, ice-cold drink, and just the right size Blizzard, all for just $6. The Texas Blizzard Meal Deal. It's a showstopper.
Just scooting over here.
No, like the screen went blank. Is it still recorded?
Oh, I think it should be. Yeah, we're good.
Good? Okay.
Okay, well, did anyone pay attention to
Yeah.
the commercial? Should I replay it?
I like the DQ commercials, but for me, when I grew up in a small town, so that was like the only place open late. So after football games and baseball games and basketball games, we all went to DQ. So for me, it's kind of like a nostalgic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you take away from the DQ commercials, or that one in particular?
I used to always like, that's what I like about Texas, and so I found out that it's not solely in Texas. Because, I mean, it makes you think, right? Like, kind of.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then I used to live out of state, and they didn't play that. They didn't even put that this is in the state I was in. They didn't put it. They just DQ. So
That's what I like about Delaware.
Have you ever been to one not in Texas? It's like
No, yeah,
many-
yeah, it's mainly just ice cream outside of Texas.
It's pretty garbage, so. Source. Not at all.
There's one more.
Thoughts?
I like that. I like the hamster commercials. I like all of them. They're funny. And
That's what I was gonna say, the comedy in them, and you know them now, so anytime they come on, always watch the commercial.
The hamster.
Yeah, it's a hamster, yeah.
I have a friend, when he got one of those, so I called it the hamster mobile. So Jeremy.
What do you think about them?
About that one in particular? Or?
Yeah. Or any of
I
them?
I can recognize that one immediately, like they were saying. Anytime I see that, like the hamsters come up, then I know it's like Cynthia Soul. Just anytime. I like the music that they have like popular music with them too, which is different than a lot of other ones.
It's the only time I don't find Lady Gaga just utterly
Yeah.
irritating.
Yeah, it's
So is it more of a visual cue for you, or more of an audio cue?
visual.
Visual.
Hamster for sure.
I don't know, I think when I hear Lady Gaga, I'm like, yeah.
So who do you think those ads appeal to? Just in a general sense, you can talk about any specifically, or
Hamster lovers.
I think the hamster one just appeals to anybody our age, just because it's music we all know. I mean, you're not going to try and sell that card with 40-year-old soccer mom. I mean, and the smoker one talks to people who smoke and other things.
so you think the music that's playing in a commercial
Yeah,
can determine its audience?
Yeah, I mean, and it's, kind of, with that music, if they're going to play something different, I mean, with like Chevy and stuff, they play more country music and stuff like that. And Dodge has Sam Elliott, so it's more, the who you have kind of gears it more towards who you're trying to sell it to.
Also, I think it's like, with that commercial, I mean, they're trying to generate revenue, they're trying to sell a product. It's not, I mean, with smoking one, they're trying to raise awareness for a cause. So I think it's, their mission is different, and they're trying to attract different audiences.
What do you think about that? Because you liked the music in the first one, but it's just generic song.
No, I like the music in that one too. It draws you to it, and they're not talking about it, which makes me look towards it too. Especially since it's like a car advertisement, and most of the cars they just bombard you with all the things and that it's good at, all the awards it's won and all that. And I think it draws my attention more, but it doesn't necessarily make me want to go and buy that car. But I mean, I recognize the brand and I say, oh, that's a hamster Kia, and I get it, but.
So you don't think that the music adds to the effectiveness of the commercial? It's just the catchy song plus the hamsters.
I think it does. I think it, since it is relevant and everything, and it's Lady Gaga, I think you do turn your head and look and see what it is. But I think the hamsters help too, because if you just had the Lady Gaga song on there, you wouldn't get that brand recognition that you do with the hamsters. You wouldn't ever say, oh, that's the Lady Gaga song that they play on the Kia commercial because it's Lady Gaga, but you recognize it because of the hamsters. But the song helps you pull in your
the song
attention,
draws you in.
and then you start thinking about the hamsters more than you do actually the song going on in the background.
So thinking about music, can you all think of any ads, just right now in general, where the songs stand out to you, or the song adds to the ad, vice versa? Aside from the ones we just saw.
I like the Chevy ones with Kid Rock, with the Born Free. I like that song, and so every time I hear it, I kind of just look up and know songs like that.
They're giving you right now.
It's like difficult to think of off the top of your head.
No, I understand.
I like the ones they do during football season, or on game day in the mornings. That one song that they always play the intro to it, and every time you hear it, you look up, or at least I always look up because I'm trying to figure out who's on TV.
Talking about at the stadium.
No, I'm talking
Like
about
college game day,
like
right?
college game day.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't even know if they play at the stadium anymore. Whoops. But that one kind of seems to stay the same, or at least every season it stays the same.
So which of those did you find the most enjoyable to watch?
The hamster.
Yeah, the hamster ones.
Just because it's a brand, the hamsters, you know it's going to be them. Catchy songs.
That was the longest one. Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the longest one, but
I mean, like, they may show that full on like the TV, but sometimes I guess we broke it up in like 30-second clips. So that might have been why we were more locked in, because it was longer.
Sort of tells a story. The other ones didn't. I mean, like the Dairy Queen is sort of just like the band, and for me, it didn't resonate or anything because I didn't do band or any of that. So like, I don't know, it didn't make that big of an impact. And then the watch was just purely the watch, but with the hamster one, it sort of told the story, and it's sort of like you're still watching TV, you're not watching a commercial in a way.
yeah.
It's sort of better.
I don't really pay attention to the Apple Watch ones just because
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything for me, so.
Do you feel like with the Kia Soul commercials, they've kind of established this story with the hamsters? Like the past 2 or 3 that have come out, it's been the same subject matter. Do you feel like that has helped in maybe drawing your attention in?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's kind of like any of the other brands, how like Priceline has Shatner and now Cali Coco or whatever her last name is, but they kind of establish it and you recognize them, so you recognize the brand through them.
Does anybody have any other thoughts? Any of the ads? Any of the songs?
I think it'd be more likely to watch something if I like the song. But like the no song on the smoking one.
Yeah, the smoking one, I think it's more like a talk down to you. And then with anything, nobody really wants to be talked down to and say what you're doing is wrong. So I think for most people, they just say, oh, whatever, it's another one of these, and just move on and say whatever, or change the channel.
It'd be better if Lady Gaga was singing it to you.
I don't know.
Well, it's just like that dog commercial for like I don't know what it is, but the voice of an angel by Sarah. I mean, like that tears you. And you turn. It's horrible, and that's a song I do recognize with the commercial. And it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
My dogs always look at me when that song comes, when they see those commercials.
So the lack of music is actually a negative, it seems like, for at least a few of you.
Like, it's just kind of like when you're getting in trouble and there's no sounds around, and it's like,
Kind of just wait.
so tense.
Do you think it's the lack of music that turns you off to that, or is it the subject matter?
I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's the tone. Like, I remember those anti-drug commercials with like the stick figure dude and the dog and stuff like that. And I mean, those haven't aired in a while, but I still remember those because it wasn't like, talking down to you, like, don't smoke weed and da-da-da and all that. There was a little bit of comedy to it.
Honestly, sort of like the smoking commercials that they do. Not like I like them, but like I think it accurately describes what's going to happen. I think if you did put music to it, it would almost be comical because it's a very serious thing that they're talking about. But
Yeah,
I sort of like it. It's saying what's going to happen, and it's sort of black and white, and it shows it could be really overdone, and I don't think it needs to be because it's pretty serious as it is. So
Does that draw your attention as much as, so say a Lady Gaga song comes on, not looking at the TV, are you going to look at the TV as quick as you would look if you heard the guy with the muffled voice in the smoking commercial?
I don't know, the one with the girl, or not the lady with the voice button, and her voice is really raspy, that does draw my attention, just because you don't really hear a lady with their raspy voice on the TV that much, and it is sort of silent. So in that way, the silence draws your attention more. I don't know, it's just different, I guess.
That one kind of reminds me of Family Guy. And Peter's mom, and she has that raspy voice.
Okay.
That's just me. It reminds me of Family Guy.
So the nature of the sound, kind of the indicator.
Yeah, I think it just depends what it's trying to. A song can make you have a lot of different emotions, just like the sad song on the dog commercial. It does make you feel bad. It does make you want to donate. And like the upbeat song, the Lady Gaga song, sort of makes you want to go be with those hamsters and maybe take a ride in the Kia. But I think if they put a song with the smoking one, I don't think it would work whatsoever. I don't think you want to feel any more sad than what they're talking about. I don't know.
Like a sad guitar playing.
Yeah, it would just, I think it would just be overdone. And I think people just, I don't know. I think it's enough what they do.
Yeah.
And it does draw my attention, but it's just different in different ways, I guess. Sort of depends what I'm doing, too, if I'm actually paying attention that much to the TV anyways. But
So I'm most drawn to really familiar sounds and really unfamiliar sounds.
Yeah, because if I don't know it, I'm going to be like, what's happening? And if we do know, I'm going to be like, what's happening?
like the ones I don't pay attention to are like all the lawyer commercials, all the lawsuits for medicine commercials, or just like anything.
Yeah, like the gorilla.
Yeah, like you don't even get my attention for like 5 seconds.
See, but you knew what she was talking about, though.
Yeah, I mean, I knew what she was talking about, yeah, because I've seen those, and I mean, you know, I recognize, you know, growing up outside of Fort Worth, you know, those Brian Longcar, the Strong, and all those guys are on so much more than they are here, because kind of that's where they're based, but I mean, they're on all the time. Me and my friends used to just make fun of them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it's like the Wendy's commercials. Like, I hate that on Jericho. I mean, she's just like, really obnoxious, but I know who she is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just,
Yeah, you know, that's the Wendy's girl. It's kind of like Flo with Progressive.
Yeah.
Are there any commercials for like a local business that you always have stuck in your head? Something like
The Quick Wet Car Wash. That jingle, man. Stuck in your head.
There was one. I'm gonna think of it was like a jingle. It was a Lubbock one.
Throwback Lubbock commercial.
I'm gonna have to think of it. It's gonna take me a while.
You'll remember in a couple hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Just singing it when you go to bed, or like in the middle of the night singing it.
But it was just like a really annoying, catchy jingle. So you're like, why am I singing this right now?
Y'all have anything you want to add?
I don't know. So like, the jingle gets stuck in your head. It's relevant.
It's almost like negative, like brand recognition. Negative is almost as good as good because they know what it's about.
Yeah.
But then in the end, it's like it's 2 hours later. So.
Yeah, 2 hours later, it's still stuck in your head, and that's how it is with that Quick Whack, because every time it comes on, just everybody around me starts singing, and I hate all of you, and and then an hour later, it's stuck in my head, and you recognize it because of the jingle, yeah, but at the same time,
Where'd you go the last time you got your car washed?
I-27, because it was raining. I don't.
Are you any more likely, like if the jingle gets stuck in your head, to go try the product like Quick Whack?
Uh,
Are you more likely to go to Quick Whack because the jingle?
I don't know if I am. I mean, like if I go get my car washed, I mean, it's more of a convenience thing. Like it's it's more likely for me to be at a gas station because it's the convenience thing. But if I'm driving, like if I go to Walmart right over there, I go to that Racer car wash just because it's right there. It's for me. It's that sort of stuff is more of a convenience thing.
Yeah.
So you don't think the music plays a big role?
I think for
Your
some
choice.
people it does. I mean, I think for me it doesn't. But I think for a lot of people it does. Like they get stuck in their head and they're like, oh, I need to go get a car wash, and they start singing the jingle. They're like, oh, let's go there.
Well, now that we've been keeping this conversation going, is there any other songs that you've been able to think of that stand out to you in any ads? Now that our brains are all focused on advertising. That's rough.
I think it would have helped if I'd watched TV today.
You don't get your 4 hours yet.
No, it's at 3, 2 to 3.
Oh, 2 to 3, sorry.
The only other one I can think of is the jingle, the sound that comes on right when the Rangers come on, or like right before they start inning or they start the pregame, postgame. I mean, that just sticks in my head just because I hear it so much. I hear it almost every day. And so, if I'm, outside the room and I hear it, I'm like, I know, okay, they're about to, game's back on, time to go back and watch the game, or baseball tonight, or, even the Sports Center stuff. You hear the guy that announces the Sports Center, and you hear him and say, okay, it's time to go back and watch Sports Center.
Really, the only one I can think about is like the Dairy Queen And that's what I like about Texas. I think they've started phasing that out. I've not heard it in a couple commercials, but
Yeah,
I mean,
they changed it to the stop sign one.
yeah, and that one doesn't. I don't know. That's the one that makes a lot of impact with me, I guess. But
Just because it says Texas in it? Or what?
I don't know. That's the only thing that's in my hometown too. That's
Yeah.
Florida. That's all we have is one Dairy Queen,
Yeah,
and it's like a big deal. And that's where I get my Cokes and everything from. So I don't know if it's just hometown.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I mean,
hometown nostalgia.
I don't know.
Insurance companies have pretty funny commercials. Progressive, like State Farm, Geico. Like it seems like they're all competing to gain your attention. Especially some of the stuff like State Farm's done with NBA, Steph Curry, Chris Paul. Like I just always am interested to see like a new one.
I like the deep. I can't remember his name. The black guy with the deep voice.
Allstate.
Yeah,
Oh,
Allstate
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
I know his name. I mean, I remember his name because. But I remember him because he was on a TV show that I really liked to watch, and he was one of the main people, and he was also in Major League, so I recognize him because of that.
I really like the Progressive commercial. Flo. I used to not like any of them until like the ice cream commercial. Whenever she's like, only winners get sprinkles. That one made a big impact with me.
I like the whole Progressive commercials of like the cartoon girl because it was like action-y or whatever, superhero sort of thing. I like that one. I like to me, Flo's like the only winners get sprinkles one is funny, and the I'll Stand By You one is pretty funny. But other than that, some of those are just it's another commercial.
Yeah, I used to hate Flo, so.
What do you like about the All Stand By You commercial?
I just think it's funny how they just go solo spotlight and they're singing to the people. I just think that's funny. It's not how they usually do it, how, Flo's riding around on 800 bikes, or she's driving by all these floating boats, or all those other ones. I mean, yeah, they're recognizable and you get what they're talking about, but it's that comedy thing we talked about earlier. It's funny, so I'm more interested to watch. I'm more like to watch, funny stuff if I'm not watching, what I usually watch. I watch comedy movies and stand-up specials a lot, so.
Y'all good? Okay, well, we're basically just trying to determine how effective music and advertising is, if you could figure that out already, and what about them is effective, and different variations of that on college students in particular at Texas Tech. Ta-da! All right, that's it. And thank you for helping us. Bennett will have your checks. Sure is.